Just hammer everything out for a second. And just hold that bottle there. Do you have anything illegal on you? Anything that's going to poke me, stick me? And I know you know that you can't have the open container. Because when I showed up, that's when you tried to hide it in the bag. You got nothing in your shoes or anything like that? No? Alright, let's just have a seat. See? Hey man, just stand up for me.
Am I getting arrested?
Yeah.
For what?
For disorderly conduct right now, alright?
What's disorderly conduct?
Oh, I don't have any given cuff.
Can I get the address before we leave?
The address?
Yeah.
The address here?
No, to our house where we're staying at.
Alright, we'll talk about that in a second. Give me 1 second. Let's have her have a seat really quick. Alright.
You need me to search it real quick, man.
Yeah, then we'll have her sit in your car really quick. And I'll just put up with them. Sorry if I give you a lot to do.
What's disorderly conduct?
Huh?
What's disorderly conduct?
Like if you're doing things that are like causing a disturbance to others in the area or anything like that.
I wasn't.
Huh?
I wasn't.
Well, someone called us here, so.
We were arguing.
At this moment, the arrest may seem to rest on a simple contradiction. The officer says someone reported a disturbance, while the suspect insists that nothing happened. But a call to police is only the beginning of the investigation, not automatic proof of a crime. For a disorderly conduct arrest to hold up, officers generally need specific facts showing that the behavior disturbed the public or threatened public order. Notice what has not yet been explained on camera. What exactly the caller reported, what the officers personally witnessed, and which actions formed the legal basis for the arrest. That gap matters. An officer does not necessarily have to disclose every detail at the scene, but viewers should not confuse an accusation with a completed case. The strongest evidence may still be coming from witnesses, dispatch records, or surveillance footage. Until then, the justification for the arrest remains largely outside the frame.
Okay.
Anything on you?
No, ma'am.
Nothing tucked?
No, ma'am.
Alright, I'm gonna look.
Except for my my necklace.
I see your necklace, that's fine. You have no bra or anything on, right?
No, ma'am.
Do you have underwear on?
Yes.
Turn this way. You have what is that, pad?
Yeah, it's a toilet paper. I'm spotting.
Okay. There's nothing tucked up under there if I pulled that toilet paper out.
Yeah, no.
There's no drugs or nothing in that toilet paper
No.
because I'm going to be real mad if you get to jail and they find something.
No, no.
Because you need to tell me now.
No, I'm not. I don't have nothing. I'll go to the bathroom with you and show you.
Okay. I trust you. I'm just saying I'm going to be mad if they get you to jail and it ends up being something else.
Can I get the address to where we're staying so when I get out I know where to go? Because I don't live in
Get the address from him?
Yeah, because I don't live in St. Pete.
Does he know the address?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it from him.
And the phone number to Brian, which is our roommate.
Okay, I'll get it. Hang tight,
Will I
alright?
get that back?
Yeah, it's going to your property.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
fine
my.
with you. I promise.
Am I being arrested?
I guess they're taking you, but I got a couple other things I got to do, so just hang tight. Do you need more AC or are you good? A little bit more AC? Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't get a specific count of the cash, but it's less than that.
This is her stuff.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
what happened?
So I got stopped as I was walking over there. Well, I saw when I walked over there, and I was just, he had his fingers up inside her.
Were they on the bench?
They were sitting on the picnic table.
He
was sitting on the table with his feet on the
seat,
on the
normal.
seat,
Okay.
and she was between them, and he had his hands up in her kukarachi.
Was she facing him?
Yeah.
So she was sitting on the bench like you.
No, she was standing.
Oh, so her feet were on the seated portion.
Yeah.
He was sitting where like food and stuff goes.
Right.
And she was okay.
And she was facing him, so he was sitting, and she was
She was
facing.
standing,
yeah.
facing him.
And he had his hands up in her skirt, and then put his fingers in his mouth. Oh yeah, you could see he was just.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was digitally penetrating her,
absolutely.
and then took his fingers out, and then
Yeah.
smelled them and tasted
Yeah,
them.
I don't know if he tasted them. I was just like, because I stopped and talked to Benny for a minute, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? He says, Tracy, that's not even. He goes.
Wonderful.
He said he had his whole face in her crotch.
At one point, but you did not see that.
I did not see that.
Okay. All right.
This is where the witness statement needs to be separated into two very different categories. First, there is what the witness claims to have personally observed, apparent sexual activity in a public area. Second, there is the more serious description attributed to another person, something this witness clearly admits she did not see herself. That distinction is critical. First-hand testimony can be evaluated through the witness's location, visibility, attention, and consistency. A second-hand statement is harder to test because it passes through another person's memory and interpretation. The witness also corrects or limits parts of the officer's summary. That does not automatically make her unreliable. Careful witnesses often distinguish certainty from assumption, but it does mean investigators should avoid turning suggestive language into established fact. A dramatic allegation may attract attention, yet the case should ultimately depend on what can be independently verified.
And your
Then
first.
somebody else stopped me down the thing. He goes, did you see that couple on the bench? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, is anybody going to call? I'm like, well, here's the number. You can call. And then coming back, somebody else stopped me. And I was like, well, let me call.
Okay. And Tracy is TRA.
CY. And she had just taken the bottle right after that happened. She just took the bottle out of the bag and opened the bottle.
The Captain Morgan
Yes.
one? Okay. And then
Opened that, they did that, and then she was chasing it with a Coke.
Perfect. And then after you saw the digital penetrating going on, did they stop?
Yeah, they stopped.
Okay, they stopped,
Yeah.
and then you called us,
Right.
and then obviously we then showed up, I'm assuming.
Whatever time it was. So
Okay.
I kept on doing my tickets.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
The whole time, because when I was talking to her,
And it's 8:14 now, so you called in,
I can tell you.
and then when you called in, it was like, were you calling in as it
I
was
called in at 7:49.
7:49?
So when I called in, I was standing there. Well, I walked across the street, and I stopped and talked to Vinny. I was like, what's going on? He goes, did I just see what I saw? And he goes, oh yeah, that's not the worst of it.
So you called in at 7:49.
So
Was
it
it happening when you called in?
It was happening when I was walking across the street right here. So it would have been like 7:45.
When it was happening?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
The final line may be the most important investigative moment in the entire encounter. The officer says she is going to look for video. Body camera footage shows what happened after police arrived, but it may not capture the conduct that triggered the call. Independent surveillance could confirm the witnesses, contradict them, or show that the situation was more ambiguous than anyone initially believed. Investigators would also need to compare the footage with the reported timeline. The witness estimates the incident occurred around 7:45, says the call was placed at 7:49, and the interview takes place at approximately 8:14. Those details create a testable sequence rather than merely a story. In true crime cases, early testimony often sounds decisive because it is emotional and specific. But specificity is not the same as accuracy. The fairest conclusion comes only after the statements, timestamps, dispatch records, and available video are examined together.